Hello, it's all gone to shit. Hi. It's all gone to shit. Hello. I'm not even joking when I say that. It has. It's been an interesting day, to say the very least. I know on the schedule it says, oh yeah, it's the holiday screech along, and I was planning on doing that. It was going to be a very fun time. I've been looking forward to it a lot, because even though I can't really sing, I still liked the idea of doing it. I was like, I went looking, for any, like, Christmas karaoke, anything to, do for it, right? Because that's what I need, a Christmas karaoke thing, right? Except, no. Surprisingly, there is not really a Christmas karaoke, thing that exists, that you don't need to pay, like, $50 for. Which I thought was ridiculous, because all of these songs are in the public domain. Like, all of them. Not literally all of them, right? Like, Last Christmas and All I Want for Christmas, aren't in the public domain. But every other classical Christmas song is, because it was written before the turn of the century. And not, well, I say turn of the century, like Last Christmas and All I Want for Christmas also weren't technically written before the turn of the century, but they were written, like, before even, like, the 50s, before modern day copyright law was written. Like, and so, I also don't have, like, $50 to spend for, like, a single goddamn stream. I don't. That's, like, 21 subs right there. I don't got the kind of money to be thrown around, you know, the money, like, 21 different, like, subs gave me. Like, no sorry. So, that's no longer happening, and it makes me very sad, because really, of all, like, I can go look up almost any other fucking pop song, and it will be there, right? Like, I saw more, like, freely available karaoke versions of, like, pop songs or things like Last Christmas and All I Want for Christmas, which are still very much so copyrighted, and you very much so will get copyright struck if there's too much of that music in your stuff. I should know. My little sound alert has gotten some of my videos restricted to not play in Russia. Why Russia specifically? I don't know. But yeah, it's not fun. I'm not gonna say fun, because it's not fun. But it's a thing that happens. Not great. But whatever. Not whatever. So, yeah. That immediately got derailed. And I was, like, holding out hope to finding one until literally the last minute. I didn't. Which was my first mistake. If it looks like your plan is gonna fall through, kids, make a plan B, C, and D. No plan survives contact. This is true. So just make backup plans when the plan does not survive contact. You know? Learn from my mistakes. However, I have peppermint bark chocolate on my desk, so, like, you know, I might just start stress eating this. Don't do that. Don't have an awful diet like I do. Just don't. I've talked to exactly, yeah, Owl's over there. Just, like, exactly, have a plan B and C. But, like, don't eat bad. Like, I've made jokes about that before and stuff. Like, there's one pretty viewed clip of mine where, like, literally I just said I ate a tube of frosting for dinner. That's true, by the way. I did do that one time. Take your lesson from Captain Cool from Flash. Yes, I know that show sucks, but Captain Cool is the exception. Cold, not cool. God damn it. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan. Yeah. Or as my father puts it, no plan survives contact, which is actually an old military phrase, basically saying, like, contact meaning, like, troops hit the ground. No plan survives contact, which is true. No plan does. But, God, when I tell y'all, what have I eaten? What have I had to eat today? I'm glad you asked. I've had, 2 different pieces of Christmas candy. Chocolate, right? This peppermint bark here. I've had 2 dinner rolls, a sandwich, a chunk of cheese. Like, I'm talking, not like little chunks of cheese. No, like, I'm talking, I had like a 3-inch by 1-inch chunk of cheese with some crackers. That's it. That's all I've had to eat today. Don't do that. It sucks. It makes your brain mad. Oh, I also had tea. I did in fact have some black tea. It's okay. I've had just like rice, shredded cheese, and some jelly beans. This is the life of gremlin 20-somethings that don't have a lot of money and are just trying. This is the life. This is the life. Da, 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 da. Well, I guess I should probably say something about the fucking TOS change shit, because everyone's losing their damn minds over it. Okay. So, TOS changes. When I first read them, I was like, this is good. I am one of the people who, I vehemently think, oh god. Not me burping. I'm one of the people that thought TOS was pretty misogynistic before, and it was. God damn, excuse me. Jesus fuck. It was, right? Like, guys, and this is still the case in the TOS. Guys can literally be completely topless, right? And wear, like, short shorts on stream and be completely fine and be within TOS. Meanwhile, TOS explicitly says women can't show off, like, any of their chests except for, like, reasonable public acceptance, something like that. Like, legalese speech for basically, like, you can't have any of your boobs showing except for, like, some cleavage, because, like, that's physically impossible unless you're wearing turtlenecks 24/7. To which, yeah, that's kind of fucked up to make women wear turtlenecks 24/7. And so I'm one of the people of the opinion, like, either have it so guys can't show off any of their chest, or women can't show off any of their chest, or have it be guys can be topless and women can be topless. Like, to be fair, that's just a societal thing. Women's breasts have been made inherently sexual thing. Yes, which I think is fucked up. As somebody who has, been cursed, and I use cursed very specifically, with a larger chest size. It's annoying, and it's very frustrating. Nothing about my chest is inherently sexual, and it should not be treated as inherently sexual. And also, I have this opinion too, because I am bisexual. I think both women and men are very pretty and nice to look at. To me, there is no difference when a guy is shirtless and when a woman is shirtless. The only reason why it's acceptable for guys to be shirtless is because of all societal thinking that women just couldn't be turned on. They had zero sexual desire, and men had sexual desire, but only for women. Like, that's literally why. Like, and so I think the TOS changes are a great step in that direction. You can have, you know, as long as you are drawing it, it is fictional and it is not attached to an avatar. You can have any kind of nipple showing. Fabulous. I love that. Either you have allow any nipple to be shown, or no nipple to be shown. That is, right. I don't, I don't love some of the specific language around some of the specific details, right? Especially given, there's some specific language around VTubers, that I really don't like and I think is kind of ridiculous. For example, VTubers are not allowed to show under boob or side boob. I call bullshit on this because there are many IRL women on this site that are showing off their under boob and side boob. As I think is their right. Go get that bag, sis. As long as you're being responsible about it and have your stream properly labeled, I don't give a fuck. But to then look at VTubers and say you can't do that because it's too explicit, and yet, you know, it's not too explicit for IRL women. Don't really get that. And then also, I really don't like the language around pelvic bones. Girl, there are IRL streamers that just nude and their nude parts are out of cam. Yeah, that, the whole new Twitch meta joke, that thing. Which that's kind of funny. I kind of like those jokes. Those were kind of funny jokes. I mean, like, yeah, I think that's kind of effed up because you're pushing it. I don't agree with, like, pushing TOS unless it is, like, if it is, like, a collective thing of, like, we want to get TOS changed in this way, so we're gonna push it in XYZ way, specifically relating to that, and you are making it clear, and you are properly labeling things, and you're not, like, I think that's completely different than, somebody just trying to make softcore porn on a site that previously disallowed softcore porn, right? That's basically what it is. And if Twitch wants to allow softcore porn, I think that's totally within Twitch's right as a website. I will still be on Twitch. I myself am not a lewd tuber. I don't wish to be. I wish not to be. Like, if you cannot tell from the fact the only skin showing currently is my face and my hands, I don't really want to be sexualized. And even in my more, like, casual showy outfit I've had, softcore porn. Shut up. Look, dyslexia be a bitch, okay? Nope, couldn't at all tell. Yeah, totally couldn't at all tell. But right, I'm chill with sharing a site with people who are making, like, softcore porn as long as it is within TOS and they're being responsible about it. If you don't know what I mean by being responsible about it, I mean, like, properly labeled and, like, you're not trying to purposely advertise to kids and shit, and, like, everyone's consenting, and, like, I shouldn't have to explain that, but some weirdos on the internet are taking this whole TOS change and have decided it means the downfall of society, and that we are all just, every single VTuber is a porn addict, and so I fucking do have to say that. What a world we live in! I don't like it here. But some VTubers, y'all aren't doing it responsibly. If you want a good example of a content creator that's doing it responsibly, go look at Victoria the Sun Eater. Go look at her. I want you to take notes and then implement that. Like, she's not the only one. She's just the one I'm most familiar with, right? So, like, she's the only one I can very openly recommend. Another one is Prism. Cottontail is another great example of more lewd tubers who are doing it ethically and responsibly, and some of y'all can learn from that. And to be clear, I really hate some of the conversations going on around Marina, who was the VTuber that's kind of trending on Twitter and stuff for her getting banned, because she just flat out showed her whole ass nude model on stream for like 6 hours. One, fucked up if you're misgendering her. She is a real woman. She will always be a real woman. However, she is a fucking, disaster human that fucked around and found out. Both of these can be true at the same time. If you're misgendering her, fuck off. Right? You don't belong in the VTuber community. Kindly a queer VTuber. And if you're in the same vein, if you're going around and you're saying how people celebrating her banning or whatever, talking about how it's good that she got banned, are just showing how they're transphobic and it's a red flag for you, also kindly go fuck off. Part of getting rights as queer people is holding us to the same standard as cishet people. Right? If I did something fucked up that, like, someone who is cishet would get in trouble for, I expect to be held to the same standard. Plain and simple. Right? So yeah. And I am happy she got banned, because she deserved it for doing that. Like, that was fucked up. And yeah, I don't think it should just be a full-on campsite on Twitch. I think there are campsites, and then there is Twitch. I understand, like, making like softcore porn or something on Twitch. I get that. Like, that's fine if Twitch wants to change the TOS to allow that. But yeah, I think full on showing your nude model is way too much. Period. Full stop. And also it's really pissed off. It really pisses me off because, like, do none of you know what artistic nudity means? God, I really stuttered there. I, like, so stuttered there. Jesus fuck. Oh my god. But, like, do none of you know what artistic nudity means? Like, it means not sex. You can be naked and have it be not sex. That's what it means. Like, don't show genitals is what it means. You can show off your don't show genitals. Like, if you want a good example of artistic nudity that is not sexual, I implore you to look at, what is the, oh my god, how am I forgetting the name of this painting? It's the most famous Aphrodite painting where she's coming out of the clamshell, right? Like, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about when I just said that, right? I forget the specific name of the painting, but that is a perfect example of what artistic nudity is. Okay? I plan on drawing some titties on Twitch if they don't revert back to the old TOS because of this shit. Right? But, like, I'm not gonna be drawing, like, genitals and, like, people, like, fucking and shit. Like, dudes. Dudes. Y'all need... Look, reading comprehension, I get it, it's hard. I'm dyslexic. I am so fucking dyslexic. I can barely read and spell and speak. Genuinely. I never ever read the TOS directly, because I literally can't comprehend it, to a competent level. I can't. So I go off and I find trusted sources that break it down in a way I can understand. That should be an expectation for everyone. If I figured out a way how to do it, y'all can figure out a way how to do it too. Right? TOS is a contract you agree to by streaming on here. Plain and simple, baby. Let me turn up the music a little bit. Just realized it was kind of quiet. I've been going on a rant for like 20 minutes. Like, oh, the music's kind of quiet. Yeah, so and also, I'm not gonna be streaming art tomorrow, or for, like, until the new year. I'm not streaming art until the new year. Because a lot of people in quote-unquote protest of the new TOS have started hate raiding, one, a lot of VTubers, right? And two, a lot of artists, and a lot of them have been targeting specifically V artists, right? Such as myself that do art. That's a VTuber that do art. So I'm not streaming art. I'm not going to be in the art category to be potentially hate raided and then mass reported. Even though I follow all TOS guidelines. I follow all TOS guidelines. I'm a good child. I make sure to update all my content, labels and stuff, like, yeah. Yeah. It's a thing, but now in New Year, if these COS changes stay in place, like we can draw like not like sex, like open titties and shit. I'm drawing Camilla titties. I'm drawing Camilla titties and no one can stop me. If TOS is like, you know, even if TOS changes, I might just draw them off stream and then post them places. I've done that before. I'm not above drawing titties and then posting them places. I'm not. I've done it before. Look, I don't think titties are inherently sexual. I just like the way they look. Okay? Like, they're nice. I mean, I kind of have a weird relationship with attraction and shit, so like, maybe that has something to do with it. You know it's been a rough fucking day when I just absentmindedly grabbed a chocolate out of my little bag and unwrapped it as I was talking. I could not be trusted within, like, I cannot, this is a problem. My brain is like, oh yeah, keep all your snacks in your office, because that's where you're gonna, like, remember they are. And you're gonna, like, eat them in your office as you're working and stuff. That's the point of having snacks. But then I just want to eat all the snacks when they're by me, because I have ADHD, so my impulse control is literally 0. And also, I have a history of stress eating. I, like, a pretty extensive history of stress eating. Like, Jesus fuck. Anyway, I think that's all the housekeeping. I've said my piece on the situation. That was probably getting highlighted and posted places, I can tell you that much. Good shit. Good shit. Dude, I don't know what to do now. Because today's just been so chaotic, and I have been so fucking derailed. Like, you might think the title is like, haha funny. No. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. I have what? Would it be a holiday party if something didn't at least go wrong in some way? I don't know. Let's see, what else? What else is there about me and shit? Ooh. Perhaps I can talk about Heroes. I don't know. I mean, there's not much to say about Heroes' recent banner. It's 3 houses. I think everyone's really cute. Honestly, I was really hoping for a Zelkov Christmas alt, which sounds insane, because if you listen to me rant about Engage, I don't like Engage. Engage and me are not friends. But I love Zelkov. How did I summarize Engage? Let me look up my slide, my Fire Emblem presentation slide, which I had that edited together on my old PC, and then I just did it, and now I just, yes. Let's see, how did I summarize Engage on my slides? You're half good, half bad dragon, but not really, but yeah, like, you killed King Bad Dragon, and there are rings with people in them, and you're gay from Earth, even if you're a girl. Yeah, that's Fire Emblem Engage. Because people don't like 3 houses, don't like 3 houses getting all the love. I mean, yeah, I don't either. I think it was excessive to do 4 different Three Houses characters for Christmas alt. Like, I understand Three Houses fatigue. I was kind of hoping for Claude only because I wanted to see Claude with reindeer antlers, because fear the deer, motherfucker. Like, that's funny. That's fucking funny, and the puns you could make with that are funny, you know? I live for the bit. Like, I live and die by the bit, man. I've seen some rants, yeah, I've seen some rants too. I was really hoping for, yes, no bias at all. Dude, look at me and tell me, like, putting Claude in reindeer antlers isn't funny. You also love Claude. Don't even, Owl. Okay? You wanna fuck Claude. Like, I just dig the vibe. Okay? But I think it was excessive to do, like, 4 different Three Houses characters. Like, that was, yeah. And also, I'm sorry, end the broken Edelgard alts. End it. Stop it. I hate every single time you come out with a new OP Edelgard alt intelligence systems, an angel gets its wings ripped off. Like, that's what it feels like at this point. At least Dimitri finally has, like, an OP alt, but Claude has none. Again. Like, I get that Claude is, like, the Tempest Trial, like, character for this banner, but also, like, really, I feel like they have a bias against Claude. Like, that's what I feel like. There's a bias against Claude. There is no OP Claude. Every single Edelgard is OP. I'm Edelgard from years ago, even with all the power creep, is still horribly viable in, like, Aether Keep and shit, right? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, again, every single time you come out with an OP Edelgard intelligence system, an angel gets its rings ripped off. I don't think you want that. I don't want that. And every single time you come out with more evidence that male Robin and Crom are gay for one another, half the fandom is extremely happy. So, like, you know, whatever rogue employee keeps pushing that, thank you very much. Oh my god. I mean, again, I was really hoping for a Christmas Zelkov, just because that'd be fucking funny. Can you imagine? This, like, dark, moody, like, dude that everyone looks at and is like, you know, oh yeah, he's an edgelord. But he's not. He's the biggest fucking softie ever. You know? And it's just like, yes, I love this time of year. Like, that'd be so fucking funny. I love that shit. Him with bright ass colors when he normally just wears different shades of black and gray. Love it. Zelkov and Yukata are, like, mirrored images of one another. Yukata looks fun and cheerful and bubbly, and she's not. She's really fucked up. And then Zelkov looks really fucked up, but he's just, like, he's a cool, like, cheerful little dude. And objectively, I think Zelkov's, you know, looks fucked up, is cheerful, is way more funny than Yukata's, you know, zappy, haha, I hate the bodies, like, thing, you know? And also, don't think I didn't pick up on the fact that every single N-Gage alt that was released this year were the 3 most, like, waifu characters of the entire game. When objectively speaking, the best written characters are, like, mostly the men in that game, which hurts me to say, but it's true. Again, no bias at all. It is, I'm sharing my opinion. Inherently, it is biased. Bite me, Owl. Like, or even, Pandreo, from Three Houses. I think I'm saying his name right. It's been a hot minute since I played, so, like, I can't quite remember. I think it'd be so funny. Like, you know, talking about these boring, like, religious Christmas parties and the ragers he would throw instead for it. Like, that would be really fun and cool, and I think it would play really well for a Christmas alt. Compared to, you know, Edelgard and Dimitri, and even the Byleths and Claude, you know, literally, like, it's just Byleth, Edelgard, and Dimitri all saying, like, oh no, I don't know what to do for, you know, for, like, whatever word they use for Christmas, right? I don't know what to do for it. I hope everyone likes the things I got. I'm nervous about it. And then Claude is over there like, I'm pretty confident everything I got, like, my classmates will like. I think inherently there is more interesting ideas that could have been explored there. And, yeah, I just... Look, I want more, like, better engage alts than gay for the Divine Dragon and won't shut up about the Divine Dragon. Tamara's Halloween alt was pretty chill. See, I always forget Seedall got an alt this year because it looks so similar to his base outfit. Like, I wish they had just played more into, like, the cosmic vibes or, like, the fortune teller vibes. Cause yeah, he looks like he's in his base outfit with a witch hat on. You know, not really the vibe as far as I'm concerned. But it's whatever. Oh, I got an itch. I got itch. It's just, yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot happening in the world right now. Like, a lot happening. I don't know how I feel about it. You know? I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I don't know shit. I truly don't know shit about anything. Like, no one should trust my opinion on, like, anything, honestly. You guys really shouldn't, you know? But, like, yeah, I try. I try to, like, be entertaining and talk about entertaining shit and what have you. Sometimes it's hard. Like, I had a fun idea for stream tonight. Because I'm not good at singing. I've never been trained to sing. And I've never had a singing lesson in a day in my life. I did choir in 5th grade, and that was mostly to teach you, they mostly just taught us how to, like, function in a performance setting, and not so much, how to actually sing. And, yeah, that's, like... So I've never been taught how to sing. I'm not great at it. I wouldn't say I'm awful at it. Like, I'm not gonna make anyone's eardrums bleed. But I'm not good at it. And so that was the thing. That's why I call it the holiday screech-along. Because 1, I'm a bat, so I screech. And 2, I'm not gonna be good at it. And that was gonna be the whole... Like, I'm just having fun and doing silly things. And, you know, oh yeah, karaoke stream. Except I'm singing like it's actually karaoke. You know? And then that just gets thrown out the window, and then I'm completely derailed, and I don't know what to do! But, like, I live, you live, we live, right? It is certainly, a time we live in, you know? God, my brain. Jesus. How about we go look, see what other people are streaming tonight. Let's see if I get any good ideas. Nope, not really. A lot of sports. I don't know why there's a lot of sports. Probably because, like, oh, it's a bunch of football. Apparently there's a football game happening. I don't know shit about football. I don't get why people watch football, but, like, I guess there's a reason. There's a thing. I don't know. Alright. We try. I try. You try, we try. Woo-hoo. 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 I itch. A lot of people are drawing. I mean, that makes sense. Given the TOS changes, people are probably like, I can go buck wild. Which is, like, fair. I mean, you can't really go fully buck wild, but, like, I get it, you know? Here, how about... I wonder... anyone's playing. Okay, people are playing the game. Maybe I'll play that then. I don't know. There was a free game that released a couple weeks ago called A Date with Death. And hey, I want football to exist so I can continue to watch football fans. Yeah, Owl has this weird thing where Owl does not watch football, but Owl will watch podcasts and things and football fans talking about football. It's like a really weird, like, 2 degrees of separation that Owl finds fascinating. I don't get it. It's confusing to me. I let Owl exist with it though, because I don't know, it makes him happy. I'm sure people think like that though about, like, my obsession with, history. That's the word I'm looking for. I promise I have a brain working. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm guessing it's some sort of guy on YouTube. Who knows? I don't. And then Owl also watches the Markiplier podcast, like Go Team or fucking whatever it is. I don't know, the sports one. Y'all probably know about it because it hit #1 in the sports category on Spotify for a bit, so that Mark's fans could get him to open up an OnlyFans. That's a wild sentence. Now that I've said it out loud, and we're like a couple months separated from that situation, like, damn. Okay, that's a wild sentence. I don't know. Why is Twitch chat so fucking hard for you to read? It's not! Twitch chat is not hard for me to read. I just don't know how to pronounce... Wait, Scooter... Yeah, I don't know. Usernames are hard for me because I'm never sure how to pronounce them. Because, like, sometimes there's, like, a pun that's, like, obvious to everyone else, but it's, like, reliant on how you pronounce it, but it's not obvious to me. So, yeah. Twitch chat is not hard for me to read. Actually, Twitch chat's, font is decently legible. I just wish there was, like, an option. You could go into your own, like, account and change the font size. I'm sure there's, like, some sort of reason why that isn't the case because of how, like, you know, data is, like, being transmitted through it or fucking whatever. But, like, that's it. Otherwise, like, Twitch chat, like, it has, high contrast in both light and dark mode. It's easy to read. Right, the color coding of it is amazing, and I really appreciate it, and it makes it way easier to, like, follow, and the badges also are great, awesome visual indicators. Like, Twitch chat is actually pretty accessible from, like, a dyslexic point of view. I can only speak from a dyslexic point of view, though, you know. Visually impaired people might hate it. I don't fucking know. It's fucking better than Discord. I'm still pissed off about the Discord shit. I'm not gonna stop being pissed off about that until they make a fucking statement about it. Cause what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it so inaccessible now, Discord? Huh? Why? Why did you make it inaccessible? Why? Is there a reason? Huh? What's the reason then? What's the reason then, huh? I'm so annoyed by that because the contrast is awful. Every single time I click on the server button on the mobile app, it like pops up an ad for Nitro. I recently got into a call on mobile for the first time. It was awful. I couldn't read shit. Yeah, I couldn't read shit. So not fun. So not great. I couldn't, well, not even just read shit. I couldn't really process shit. And it's, like, really annoying. Like, I had to go clicking through a menu to do full screen on a stream in the call. And there's, like, needless colors everywhere and stuff. And if you have your camera on, it does this thing where, like, the camera will be up in the corner, right? And when other people talk, it shows their camera. And then, when you talk, it switches to your camera. And so it's like switching every 5 fucking seconds every single time either of your mics pick up any sound. And it is so immensely distracting and horrible, and I fucking hate it. Like, vehemently so. That was awful. Like, I get it. Like, well, that's what it does on FaceTime. Discord's not FaceTime. The fun fact, the majority of people who have mental disabilities and visual impairment pick Android phones over Apple because Apple is notorious for being highly inaccessible. So why the fuck are we mimicking Apple? We shouldn't. Like, just pisses me off, man. Like, you had a highly accessible app, and people used it because it was highly accessible, and then you decided to throw that all away because, you know, well, the aesthetic sensibilities of non-disabled people. Shut the fuck up. I hate that. I fucking hate that. It pisses me off so much to know that non-disabled people's aesthetic sensibilities matter more than my actual accessibility to software. Like, if you ever complained about color options in games, or like different fonts, like, or if you've ever gone on the internet and yelled about how Comic Sans is so ugly and no one should ever use it for anything ever, and for it to be a font option in all of these different text programs and games and stuff is awful, please look in the mirror and don't. Like, because all of those are accessibility things. Yeah, Comic Sans is one of the most accessible fonts ever invented. Genuinely it is. We should be using it more. Like, I don't care if you think it's ugly. I deserve to be able to read things as easily as you can. Especially when it does not take any extra effort, money, or infrastructure to do so. Why wouldn't we do it? Oh, that's right, because of aesthetics. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I've gone on that rant before. I've gone on it a bunch. I'm gonna continue to go on it. Like, because it genuinely is, like, really fucked up. You know. I saw a video today on TikTok, and it was this game developer, and he's saying there should be one word on your mind when you're developing your game, and it's reusability. Can you reuse this asset? Can you reuse this line of code? Can you right? And somebody in the comments responded with, I would argue the number one word in your head as you're going through should be accessibility. Yes, it should be. Right? Reusability is important, right, for workflow reasons and stuff, right? But no, it should be accessibility. And it was just a bunch of people responding with like, well, not every single game developer's goal is to be accessible. It should fucking be. That's the point. Like, that's the point. I don't know how else to put it. You know, we knew more accessibility isn't just about making sure wheelchairs fit into places. That's extremely important, and we need to do more on that front. But at the same time, we also need software to be more accessible. Like, it's annoying. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. Sometimes I really don't feel disabled, and then things like this happen, and then I feel immensely disabled. And it's heartbreaking. I don't even know how else to word it. It just is. It's heartbreaking. God, I had a funny little haha karaoke stream planned for tonight. Ends up going on a rant about accessibility and the lack thereof in software. You never know what you're gonna get with me, baby. This is just part of the holiday party Christmas season, man. You know, you end up in a very heated conversation with like a family member or like a friend, and you're just kind of like, I was here for Jingle Bells. I mean, yeah, just think about it like that. I was here for Jingle Bells, man. I wasn't looking for a serious conversation. I mean, yeah. Stupid Batgirl on the internet gives a dissertation about how the world is inherently inaccessible to so many people. That juxtaposition, it's insane. Ah! Oh my god. Ah! Where did the music go? What the fuck happened? Hello? 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 Marijuana, sir? Hello? There we go. Okay. I fixed it! I fixed it! You know what, I'll go hang out in my VC, see if anyone joins. Cause like, yeah. I mean, I've been talking almost nonstop for like almost an hour straight. I'm kind of impressed with myself, you know? I shouldn't be though, I do that all the time. Just more so now. Dude, I keep looking over, I'm like, I should have another chocolate, and I've like put it away from my desk so I can't easily just like grab from it and start eating. And so now I'm like, just like, every 5 seconds I'm like, oh, I want another chocolate. Oh crap, it's across the room. I want another chocolate. Oh crap, it's across the room. Like, I have a fucking, I mindlessly eat. I mindlessly eat. You know what? Maybe if I have a fidget, maybe that will stop me from mindlessly eating. Probably will, actually, because I forget to, like, eat and drink when I'm, like, playing games or doing video editing or something. But, like, when I'm just, like, sitting here on stream talking is when my brain's like, oh, don't forget water. Oh, don't forget to eat. Oh, don't forget, like, just eat. I'm probably gonna have to go look for something for dinner because I had two Sweet Hawaiian rolls for dinner, quote unquote, before stream. I'm probably gonna go, I don't know, get some rice and do something with that. It's just my family has this thing where they will make chili. My family loves chili. I do not. I don't like chili. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the taste of it. I hate the smell of chili vehemently. Like, the smell of chili is bad to me. that's not to say like I don't like people are like allowed to like it and stuff. I just don't like it. But my family really likes it, and so my dad will make chili. And whenever my father makes chili, there's no other food in the house for like 2 weeks. That's all that is consumed. Is just chili and rice. And I vehemently hate chili. I really, really, really dislike it. So then I just end up subsisting off of rice for 2 weeks. And random shit. It's such a fun existence. And whenever I've like talked to people about that, they've always looked at me as like, suck it up and eat the chili. And I'm like, so if I gave you a food that you vehemently hate, right? Like whatever that may be, right? Like there's some people who like vehemently hate seafood. And I'm like, if I gave you like no food option other than seafood and biscuits, you're gonna look at me and tell me you wouldn't eat the biscuits. And then there's one, well, no, that's like different. Like seafood has like, you know, blah 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 blah. It's only when it's like a thing that is common to like, you know, it's uncommon to dislike. Do people get fucking weird about it, right? Like, you know, people avoid serving seafood at events and stuff because there were so many people who vehemently dislike seafood. But like, you know, if I go to an event and the only food there is chili and I just opt not to eat, people start acting weird. I never got that. I never understood that. Like, what is the difference? Especially if I'm not making a fuss about it. Like, if I'm not walking around being like, how dare they serve chili? Blah 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 blah. Why do you care? Why do you care I don't like the chili? Why do you care? Huh? What? Huh? It's weird, man. A lot is weird about life, though, you know? Now I'm just stimming. I make noises to stim sometimes. That's fun. You know.
Mm-hmm. I know that very well.
Oh, hi, Owl! You scared me a bit, because when I'm streaming, Discord doesn't give the notification sounds. So... yeah, Discord doesn't give notification sounds when people, like, enter or leave chat. So, like, just all of a sudden, I know that very... Huh? Huh? Yeah, I do. I make random noises to stim all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all pray for Owl's ears. Pray for Owl's ears.
She exaggerates eating noises to stim.
I do. Okay. Owl's like, they're exaggerated eating noises. I'm like, they're not. I'm just happy.
Yesterday, while we're eating, you were going nom 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 while eating your prosciutto.
Yeah, because I'm happy. I just do that whenever I enjoy what I'm eating. I've done that since I was a small child. Like, it's like like that's an involuntary noise I make. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I mean, it's not saying don't do it. It's saying, you know, it's a thing you do.
Oh, man. I think I'm, you know.
You think?
I think it's not a problem.
Okay.
I think my little noises are a problem most of the time, damn it.
I don't think it's a problem.
Owl is something, man. Owl is something.
I am. It makes me stand out.
That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. I'm so.
Oh, my sister has made an art account on Instagram.
Oh, that's cool.
She posted it in our Discord.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably go look at that, like, after stream.
Probably should be a good friend.
Yeah!
And support, people who are important to your friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even friend. There's an argument to be, because you and me have been together for like 4 years. There's an argument to be made that she is like basically my sister-in-law in all but technicality. Like, you know? Drink water, children. It's important. I remember to do it. I remember to drink water, which is a miracle. It's all because I have a cup. Listen, okay? I don't agree with, like, the Stanley Cup girls that have, like, 40 of them, right? But I do vehemently agree with, like, getting a nice reusable cup that you really like. It makes your life infinitely better. Like, mine is black, and then it just has, like, silver moons and stars. I've had it since, like, 2020. I love this thing. I go nowhere without it. You can ask Owl.
Yeah, I got her a, like, Scarlet Witch themed cup. Because I was like, oh, she likes Scarlet Witch. She'll make you some use of that, I'm sure. Nope.
I do make use of it. And whenever, like, I have to be, like, out and about, right? Like, outside, or I'm, like, gonna go to an event where, like, a lot, I won't really have a chance to, like, put down my water bottle or, like, whatever, but I still need to have it with me. I use that because I can put that in my purse because it's like a full cap lid instead of my normal one, which is a straw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I use it every single Ren Fair. You've seen me use it at the Ren Fair.
To be honest, there's so much that went on that goes on at the Ren Fair.
That's so fair. That's so fair. Honestly, Ren Fairs are so fun. I fucking love Ren Fair. I come from a Ren Fair family. I've been going since I was like... How old was I? Like 11? I'm 21 now, so like a decade. I've literally been going to the Ren Fair for like a decade. I have a full outfit. It's like a witch outfit. Because of course it is. Because... Yeah.
I don't think anybody is at all surprised.
No one should be. No one should be surprised. Oh my god, what is that? That's annoying. Blech. Fucking ingrown hair on my head.
I hate ingrown hairs.
I hate them too. I get them more often than average because I have curly hair.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, because an ingrown hair is just a hair that's not grown in properly, right? So if your hair is like a spiral shape, there's more chances for it to not grow in properly.
Yeah.
What are you playing? I hear your game.
What? What are you hearing? Like, are you hearing my controller?
Like this little like a creature noise.
No. Oh, I am playing a game, but I have it muted. That would be my family watching something out my room in the living room. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know, I was just hearing like little creature noises, and I'm like, are you playing Pokemon?
Nope. Surprisingly enough, no. I am not playing a Pokemon game right now.
Damn. Unheard of. Owl really likes Pokemon, and Owl makes a lot of qualms about how I don't play any of my Pokemon games that much.
Well, that's also because I bought some of them for you.
Okay, listen. I played through almost all of Shining Pearl, except I literally can't beat Cynthia.
And
I
my girlfriend cannot cry in an RPG. Do not ask her to.
No, I can't. Okay, no. I'm not gonna let you spread lies. I was going to specifically, grind up my Gardevoir to level 100 to fight Cynthia because my Gardevoir was my only answer to her Garchomp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, if I have a level 100 Gardevoir, like, hopefully the Garchomp hopefully won't be able to one-shot it. And also, like, you know, maybe I could outspeed it if it's like a level 100.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't gonna go full level 100 for any of my other Pokemon, but, like, because of the XP share thing, like, they would have been seriously leveled up too. And Owl was literally next to me as I was, like, saying out this plan, as I'm, like, headed towards Victory Road, and Owl snatches the Switch out of my hands and goes, "You don't need to do that. You don't need to do Here, I'll go through Victory Road for you, and then you can just fight the Elite Four and Cynthia." And I went, okay, I mean, you've actually beat, like, this Cynthia in, you know, Brilliant Diamond, so I'm gonna trust you here. Cue me for about a week. Every single night, at least like 2, maybe 10 times, I'm going through and trying to beat Cynthia, right? And I'm like stuck. Because I saved right before I entered Cynthia's, like, chambers, right? After I beat all the Elite Four, and you can't leave. So, like, I'm just stuck. I can't go back and grind now.
Mm-hmm.
And for a week, I literally tried to be, and I couldn't. I fucking couldn't. Okay, so I was gonna grind, and then you told me no. And now I'm stuck, and I can't go back and grind.
Well, because the way I grinded was literally, you know, the way I technically grinded was just going through the Elite Four, losing to Cynthia, and going through the Elite Four again. I had strategies down for every Elite Four member, and, like, because the Elite Four members' Pokemon are so strong, I was getting, like, you know, consistently getting some levels out of it. So yeah.
The Elite Four is not a problem for my team, because I have a very balanced team. Cynthia is a problem, because Cynthia has a fucking fully trained, competitively viable team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, and I am at level, which is, because I don't have, like, a competitively fully trained team. Being at level is not good enough to beat her.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna grind, and then Owl said no, and now I'm stuck. So don't go around telling lies about me, okay? Rah.
Mm-hmm. So, what about, so what are your excuses for, Violet, and why?
Violet, you did not buy me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, but doesn't that technically give you less excuse because you bought it because you wanted it?
I didn't even buy Violet. My dad got it for me for Christmas, like, last year.
Oh, I thought... Okay.
No, I didn't buy it myself. My excuse for Violet is I forget it exists. And much the same for Y. I forget I have it.
Too busy playing Sims.
Shut up! I have not played Sims in like 2 weeks.
For those of you in the audience who are wondering, yes, I do this a lot to her.
Yes.
I do occasionally bully her with this of just saying, like, oh, my boyfriend got me this cool game. I'm gonna go make another Sims save file because I thought of this cute couple idea.
No, okay, I've not played Sims in like 2 weeks, and also when I have been playing Sims, I've only been playing it for like maybe 2 hours. hours at a time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have been so fucking busy lately. You should know that.
I know.
I'm so busy every single, like, from October till the end of December. I'm like, just nothing is getting done outside of, like, necessities for, like, you know, content creation and shit. I'm not gonna apologize for that, okay?
Mm-hmm. I know, I understand that.
And, words. Actually, about that though, now, because that was brought up, I actually, started posting for my art advent calendar, the 12 days leading up to Christmas. We're on day 2 currently. I posted day 2's art of Corin. And then day 1 art was of me. Oh god. And then, yeah, we have even more. So, like, I don't go follow me on Twitter or Instagram or Tumblr or, like, anywhere else. It's funny. Tumblr is getting the most attention out of everyone. Yeah, like, I've gotten 0 likes on any other platform for day 2. Tumblr, however, is at 3. I mean,
Yep.
it is, like...
Yeah. Clearly, your problem here is just competition. You're playing on these, like, big, like, platforms. Nobody uses Tumblr anymore.
No, people use Tumblr.
Clearly you need to become the first, like, PNG YouTuber or something.
Oh my god. No, fuck Kick.
Why?
Why? Do you not know anything about Kick?
I mean, I heard about the Johnny Somali stuff, but, like, other than that...
Kick allows so much fuck shit on its site. Like, you're allowed to just full on have, like, gambling streams. The site has no TOS about proper disclosure of, sponsors. There's a lot of really fucked up streams that have happened on Kick. Like, there's one where a guy hired a prostitute, an escort, right? And it was, like, agreed upon, like, filming was allowed, but, like, filming. And he wanted to stream it without telling her. And when she figured out there was cameras in places that they did not agree upon, she left. And he like, started chasing her down and shit. And the co-founder of Kick was in the chat. And they did nothing to take down the stream.
Okay, then. Yeah, fuck Kick.
I'm never streaming. If I'm stream on Kick, that means my body has been taken over by something and put me out of my misery. Okay, like...
Put you down.
Yeah! Put me down, like...
You've lost yourself.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah. If I'm not streaming on Twitch, I'm probably gonna stream on YouTube and maybe V-stream, depending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, there's a lot I still have to do and stuff. Like, I have things planned to start and, like, work on in January. Like, I've told Owl some of the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm...
the main thing with the ideas is, at least with one of the ideas that comes immediately to mind, is just the simple problem of, like, you know, getting people to see it. That way you can actually talk with them. Yeah.
And also, like, yeah, getting people to see it, so that means I need to work on some graphic design.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you aren't close enough to, like, just asking whether any of the big names, hey, you willing to like show up for this?
Yeah, I need graphic design so I can advertise. But graphic design is my mortal enemy. I hate it vehemently.
Mhm.
It's so annoying. I'm so bad at it. Okay, it's not even that I'm so bad at it, right? It's that I'm just good enough that like it somehow is worse than people who have never done or like thought about or like have worked on graphic design at all. You know? Like I try to do good, but because I really don't know what I'm doing, it comes out worse than if I just didn't try. But I can't help myself but try. Oh my god. Oh my god. My friend just sent me a thing and it was a meme. It's a meme about Jinx, right?
League of Legends, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody on Twitter. Yeah, everything in moderation except for animated women who are slightly unhinged, right? And there's like
Slightly unhinged.
yeah, that's the thing. Somebody apparently responded with, I'd argue Jinx is a bit more than slightly unhinged. I'd go so far as to say she is no longer connected to the door frame.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just my friend just sent me that and I thought it was so fucking funny. And I figured I'd say it because Owl actually plays League of Legends, unlike me.
You watch Arcane though, so
Yes, I do. I watch Arcane, and I
that's where I went with like a little unhinged.
yeah, I know. I'm aware. Jinx got problems, and you know what? I still love her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even slightly. It's just, yeah. I know. I still love her. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I keep wanting to eat the chocolate because I'm like, I just want to do things. I want to
Stop yourself.
Owl yells at me for my incessant eating and snacking.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
I don't need it, but also it's there.
You don't need it.
But it's also just there. You know.
You're stronger than it.
I'm stronger than nothing. I am an unhinged little bat girl on the internet. What the fuck do you expect of me?
I expect you to be better. Better than what? The better you that I know you can be.
I don't know about that. I don't. Brain rebooting.
Okay.
Brain rebooting. I don't know. Say something funny.
What? What is funny?
What is funny?
What is funny?
Hey, Steven, you remember how I said yesterday, this is why I'm the streamer and you're not?
I work funny when I have something to work off of. When I have to come up with the funny myself, that's when the problems arise.
Exactly. This is why I'm the streamer and you're not.
I yes. Also, thank you for the Mega Mind.
I don't. Someone else. Everyone wants to talk to me when I'm streaming, so someone else sent me that. I thought it was because we were talking about Mega Mind. Like, I don't. Yesterday, last week, time has no meaning.
It has some meaning, does it not?
No.
Clearly, we are bound by its rules.
I mean, we're not really. It's a social construct. I could say it's 3 p.m. right now.
Well, yes. At the same time, we can't, act like we have no time.
I mean, like, yes, there is a limited existence, right? But like, time as a construct, it's meaningless. I could say it's 3 p.m. right now, and it would be just as accurate, on a universal scale to say it is it is 8:16 p.m. Like, yeah, I don't know how else to, like, it's just, yeah, on a universal scale, meaningless, nothing. I forget time constantly, like, constantly.
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was playing Mario Kart 8 earlier with some friends.
Oh.
Snake. He just got at the game, so yeah, he was playing it and he was doing it in general. So he invited us over to play with him. You can imagine how Snake, who just started the game, going against me and several other people who've played the game a fair amount. Like, I have over 250 hours in just 8. You can imagine how well that went.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. No. God, brain. This is the problem with streaming though. Sometimes my brain reboots when I don't have, and when I'm not like doing something on screen, it like becomes a thing where I'm like having to fight.
We're not hanging out. You can't just fall asleep.
I'm not falling asleep. And that's
sure?
not what I'm saying. Yes! That's not what I'm saying. It's not I'm falling asleep. It's like my brain is rebooting. Like, genuinely. It's just kind of, it lags, and so it needs a second to catch up and think of the next thing. But if there's nothing happening on stream, yeah. Yeah. God, itch. Why am I so itchy? Why is that a thing? Why do we itch? You know what? That's something to Google now. Why do we itch? Chemicals are released in the skin and send a message to the spine, to the nerves of the skin, and then the spine communicates with the brain, and we become itchy. Okay, but why? One of the most common causes of itch on the skin is dry skin, which causes microfractures within the skin barrier. Okay. That's a reason.
Not one we understand, but...
No, I get it. Basically, like, it's just basic irritation. Like, whenever you get a cut on, like, your hand or something, right? And there's just this, like, weird tingly feeling around it. It's that, but it's happening with so many little, like, irritants in such a, like, close together, like, space that tingling feeling intensifies and it becomes itching.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. That's intuitive to me. Motherfuckers. Would everyone please leave me alone when I'm streaming?
Nope.
I swear, it's like they all have a sixth sense. Because it's not even like they're there when I'm like streaming. They're not in the stream or anything. I don't think they realize I'm alive right now. It's just they have a fucking sixth sense there. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. I genuinely don't know why the fuck. Like, it was only like, oh yeah, you can like do karaoke for like Christmas things, but if you want it to be not like, you know, the most like stiff sounding, just we technically played the right notes in the right order on like electronic thing, and it's not even the full song.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
pay
no,
like $50.
Yeah, no, I don't get that either.
Like, all of these songs are in the public domain, motherfucker.
It's weird.
Yeah,
The fact that that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't. It was annoying, and it was upsetting because I was really looking forward to this idea.
Yeah, it sounded like a fun idea. Yeah.
I was even practicing. Oof. God damn, my nose is all stuffy. I hate it. I hate it. Stuffy noses are the worst.
Yeah, they are, especially when it's one nostril.
Yes! Because, like, if it's both nostrils, at least I have an excuse to just sit there and be in misery. But if it's one nostril, I feel like I still have to, like, fully function, but it's just there. And it irritates, and, like, I'm aware of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the main problem with one nostril is just the fact that, like, you know, it's unbalanced. It annoys you. You want to clear that one out, but you can't.
Yes!
You never can.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate it. It's annoying. It's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go try blow my nose.
Okay.
Say something funny.
Talk about fun. Things. Oh man. So, you think what's been going on with me recently? I've been hoping to get back into streaming, like probably once this year, this like school year's done. I'm probably gonna try and stream again. You know, it's not gonna be on the regular because I cannot promise regular streaming. I have things I want to do that are not streaming, so yeah.
Holy shit, Owl's streaming again?
Yes, I know, what a shocker. Yeah, no, what I'll get back into, like, for my first stream, though? Well, let me look at the list I've got out here to try. I could continue Subnautica, I could do more roguelikes like Unfire Reborn.
Yeah.
I
mean, roguelikes could be fun. You could play like Cult of the Lamb, because I have that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, I could play Dishonored, because I really like that game. See, I could do one of the horror games I've been meaning to get to.
And just like I have, you know, pushed myself up like, oh yeah, Owl's not streaming. That's fine though. I still use your model all the time in like portfolio stuff, being like, I can draw dudes and I can draw male like PNG models.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, so
yeah.
like it wasn't a waste. It's good for portfolio work.
Yeah, exactly.
Although nowadays I think I have a better grasp on my art style, so like it looks a
mhm,
little off, but
mhm. Let's see. I could do Salt and Sanctuary.
dude, I literally just had the thought pop in my I'm like, oh, I can play 14 right now. That would be like a good use of time. And then I remembered, oh wait, that's right. I downloaded the wrong version of 14 when I got this computer, and I haven't had time to download the right version.
Ouch.
Yeah. Although I might do that tomorrow because now I can't stream art because of all the stupid TOS hate raid stuff happening.
Hmm.
And I had to so I might just cancel tomorrow's stream and like download while I would have been streaming. I mean, yeah, that would be a good like I think that'd be a good use of time, maybe, perhaps.
Possibly. Yeah, and I have plenty in my Steam library to play. Really. So yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll play like a chapter of Fire Emblem. I don't know.
I mean, we're at 8. It's already 8:30, so.
Yeah. That's why I was like a chapter. I don't know.
Do you really think you'll be able to finish a chapter in Fire Emblem Fates
In 30
in
minutes?
half an hour?
Yeah.
In half an hour?
Yeah.
Well, wait, which one is it that you're on?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Because some of those can take you upwards of an hour.
That's true, depending on the chapter. I don't fucking know. I just finished the Ninja Cave one, so it would be the Izuma?
Izama. Yeah. So that's the one that has like 2 bosses you have to kill.
That's
One of those.
right. Yeah, I can't do that in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get scatterbrained, so I need something to like focus on. But like, yeah,
Let's see.
I'm just a scattered brained little VTuber.
I got Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet Nexus. That's one that
Dude, I want to play House Flipper 2. Like, it looks so good, but I'm just a broke bitch.
Yeah.
I'm a broke bitch.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And then also, like, I need to, like... I'm like the designated party hoster for all my friends and stuff, and I need to, like, buy food and stuff for them for the Christmas party we're having. Because no one else signed up for food again. Yes, I'm slightly salty, and yes, I'm being slightly passive aggressive. I think I've earned that right as the de facto mom of the group. I get a little bit of passive aggressive-ness allowed, oh, right? Or else would I really be the mom friend?
Yes. Be passive aggressive to say. Arif, and our moth friend over there.
Jaden.
Jaden. Be passive aggressive to those two.
I am. They're passive aggressive with me.
Those unhelpful shits.
Oh my god, okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Unhelpful, lazy shits.
Okay, we're not going that far. I will put you in the timeout corner. Don't make me. No. I have a chair in the corner there.
No, please. Please.
I could totally use that chair as the timeout corner. I could just take you and shrink you down so you fit in it. And just there you go. You're in timeout.
Good. Great, thanks.
I'll put you back. I had the thought, so I had to test it real quick. I put you back. I'll put you back in your corner. Your designated corner.
Yay.
Let's see how. Oh, okay, I made you too big for. Or I don't know. I don't. Where the fuck were you? Whatever. I'll figure it out later. It's fine for now. Oh my god. There's a lot of good games that came out this year, though. What was your favorite?
Mm-hmm. Well, what was my favorite game that came out this year? Well, Baldur's Gate 3 obviously is a really good one.
You didn't even really play.
Well, it's because you shared it, and it shared with you.
I mean,
so.
yeah, and also your PC would die.
Mm-hmm.
My
PC would die. Yeah,
your PC
die.
is barely better than mine. Was barely better than mine, and mine died. Like Baldur's Gate killed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so funny. I was just it's dead now. It's just gone. Well.
Yep.
My favorite game of the year.
Street Fighter 6. Oh, Street Fighter 6. That's a really good one.
Yeah, you really like your fighting games. You really like your fighting games.
That Resident Evil 4 remake came out this year.
Yeah, I mean, I know about Resident Evil. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, though, you know? So I'm a scaredy cat among scaredy cats.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of my favorite game that came out this year, I mean, I'm trying to remember everything that like came out this year, and I didn't just like play for the first time this year, you know? Cause that's where my brain gets confused. I'm like, oh well, I played that this year. It's like the that came out like 2 years ago, though. I'm like, it did? Huh? You can't trust me to remember release dates of shit. Like,
this is why we get Google those.
I mean, yeah. When did Three Houses come out? I have no fucking clue. When I was a senior in high school. That's when it came out. Like, I can figure it out from there, but it would like take me a fucking minute. When did Awakening come out? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. Zero. Zilch. Nada. None.
Yep. Oh yeah, guess what got released this week?
What? What got released this week?
Well, not released, but like the trailer for a game out this week. You remember that old game, Poppy Playtime? Chapter 3 has just gotten its trailer.
I see. I have beef with mascot horror. I don't know if that was the best idea to bring out, because now I want to yell about mascot horror.
Yell about mob games instead. How about that?
Okay, mod games is part of it, but like mascot horror as a whole is also just a fucking almost inherently a problematic genre, given how it's being like treated right now. Like, this stuff is being marketed towards kids. Like, you can go and find cute little figurines and plushes of the FNAF demon bots and Poppy Playtime monsters and all this other shit. And it's like, because inherently for mascot horror to work, you need to make something that like theoretically you can see a child possibly enjoying in a different context from this horror. So like they make easy cute little toys and shit. Like FNAF has Scholastic Book Fair books. Scholastic Book Fair books that have art and they're like formatted with like bigger font for obviously younger kids, not like high schoolers. What the fuck? That's a horror game. Children should not be being marketed horror games. And Mob Games does this especially bad. They saw the success of games like FNAF, and they went, oh, we can do this but even better because we already have a large child audience. Which is horribly fucked up. I have beef with mascot horror. There's some games that do it right. Most do not. and I think it's inherently predatory and fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's my fucking thesis. Why I can rant all fucking night. I'm going now.
Well, we're on this horror train of horror things we both have seen. So there's things about. So you remember Dark Deception, I assume.
Oh yeah, that. There's a story with Dark Deception. I can tell. I'll tell it after you're done with what you're saying.
Well, yeah, it's funny just because of like. It's a game that I want to like list as like, you know, a game with poor like scheduling and management because of how long the chat. Like, you know, I feel like the developer of that game has just like sort of been getting like bigger and bigger visions with the game when he wasn't ready for it, because like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 all released relatively in a decent spread from each other. You know. Then you got Chapter 4, which took like a year or two. I don't even remember how long that one took. And then I've got this Chapter 5, which like, hold on, let me look. When were Chapter 4 videos made? 2 years ago. 2 years ago was around when and Chapter 4 was made. And like, you know, we can argue like maybe a bit longer than that, but 2 years and some change. Chapter 5, still not even a trailer for that. Like, and as far as I can tell, there haven't been like any like teasers for it even. Like,
I really don't like the chapter release thing. I didn't like it when Bendy and the Ink Machine did it. I didn't like it when you know, I don't like it when Dark Deception does it. I don't like it with Poppy Playtime. I'm gonna sound like a fucking boomer, you know, old man yells at cloud right now, but like release a semblance of a full game, right? Like, I get it, early access and stuff, right? So like, you know, if you have only, you know, half the game finished in terms of plot points, but it's like functional, like, sure, fine, release it. But like this whole, like, you know, releasing like an hour or two of content at a time, like, I don't know. I miss the days when like we could fucking, you know, like, just go to a game and like this will be the full damn game, you know.
You know, and like, to point out, like, you know, this isn't like a criticism of the devs directly, because they've made some good stuff. Like, I don't know if, do you know about a House?
House? What's that?
Okay,
Don't know that.
Okay, so it's a more like, you know, older style, like, in like the way the game looks, it's older style horror game, where you are a little girl who's in her house. But the thing is that some fucked up shit goes on at the house.
That makes sense.
You are in a time loop, and you're the only one aware that you are in a time loop.
Yeah.
So you have to like do various interactions and such to figure out, okay, how do I get the various endings, and like, you know, how do I protect people, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, and like, there's a sequel to that in development by these devs. Glowstick Entertainment are the devs. And yeah, no, they also have another Dark Deception game, which is like more Dead by Daylight style, where it's like, oh hey, it's like a killer versus a variety of survivors. Like, you know, it can also be survivors versus each other, or it could be killers versus each other, where it's just a big monster beat 'em up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's been like getting DLC updates and such with like crossovers. Like, there's a crossover with the Android simulator that was a year ago. Now they're doing something with the Roblox game Doors. You know that.
A good game that did the whole early access thing right, in my opinion. Growing up, it's a very much so not a very heard of game, but you could play through a whole fucking game of that And then they started releasing some more content for it and stuff of like their fuller vision. But like, you know, it wasn't like you could play the game for only 2 hours and then there was no more content. Like, that's what annoys me. Like,
yeah.
I just let me actually like play your game, right? And if it's only like maybe 2 hours of content, right? Like you know, then put it as a demo. Like, again, I know I sound like old man yelling at Cloud right now, but like, dude, please. But with Dark Deception, does fun fact. So me and Owl, we met in high school, like sophomore year of high school, something like that, right? And it's the day before senior year. We are like me and Owl have been very close for a very long time, whatever, right? It's the day before senior year, and we're in a Discord call with one another, talking, like, you know, being all excited for senior year or whatever. And I was like, I have a game to show you, and I went, oh, what? I can't wait to see this. And Owl goes, da 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 da, it's a horror game. And I went, huh? What? Yeah, a horror game. Why? Because it's a good game. No, thank you. Oh, come on. It was fun. I like it. It's a good game, right? And it doesn't have robots like the demon bot, so it shouldn't affect your paranoia. Paranoia doesn't quite work that way. It's fine. Okay, I guess.
And to be fair, for the first 2 chapters, you were fine.
Not 2. Chapter 2 is the one that fucked me up.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not the one with the ducks. Was chapter 3.
No, no.
Ducks were chapter 3.
Is it chapter? I don't fucking know. Right. Okay. So then.
Yes, chapter. Yeah, chapter 1 was monkeys. Chapter 2 was statues and little girl. Chapter 3 was ducks and clowns. That was the series.
So okay. So, like, the monkey thing, like, those are weird, but, like, fine, whatever. They're kind of creepy, but
They have knife hands. They have knife hands.
Yeah, which is kind of absurd, so they're more funny than anything to me. Like, why do they have knife hands? Why do they not just have knives in their hands? This feels like a very poor use of everything.
It's hell, they're demons.
I know, but, like, it's just kind of absurd and kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so then, right, and then there's the statues, and, like, here's the thing. I don't find Weeping Angels creepy. I don't. I've seen that Doctor Who episode. I don't find them creepy. I don't know why you would think out of everything that would freak me out the most. It doesn't.
You find, like, the most absurdest things scary.
This is true.
But, like, the second we step into, like, you know, more grounded, possibly real life threats, you're like, whatever.
I think it's because, like, I've had this, like, thought process, right? Like, I'm scared of a monster coming in and eating me in the middle of the night. More so than an intruder coming into the house. Because if an intruder comes into the house, I will hear him. We have weapons in the house. And, like, they're human. There's an inherent limitation to them. A monster, I will not hear when it comes into the house. I won't know it's there until it is there to eat me. And I can't defeat it. There is no limitations to it, right? I think that's the, like, if there's, like, a limitation to it, it's inherently less scary. Like a Weeping Angel, sledgehammer, fixed it. Mirrors, fixed it, right? Like, you know, then, but so, like, the statues is whatever, right? I mean, yeah. The school thing was kind of creepy, but, like, whatever, right? Then the fucking ducks, right? So I'm watching this video and with Owl, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't enjoy this, but like, I'll be able to sleep tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I was like, no. Like, there's only one chapter left. Like, I'm like, fine, if there's only one chapter left. And it's the fucking sewer ducks. And if you don't know what the fucking sewer ducks from Dark Deceptions look like, they're these damn, like, decrepit, like, ducks, like, rubber ducks. And then randomly, they will just sprout arms and legs.
No, they only sprout legs.
No, there's definitely some with arms. I remember at least one of them having arms.
Just one. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's later. Go through. Get through the normal ducks first.
I don't like. Okay, dude. No, I'm not going through a bunch of detail of everything. Okay, I'll remember detail of shit.
Yes, you can. Yes,
no!
you can. You remember the details about the ducks.
No, I don't. Almost like my brain like tried to purposely forget them from its own fucking sanity.
Anyway, so the ducks. We get through the level with the ducks. It's not that bad, right?
No, I inherently really did not like them, even at the time, and I told you that at the time.
Well, like the normal ducks, though, like, because it's not that hard to get around them in the game usually.
I don't care about in game if they're easy or not. They're inherently fucked up and creepy.
But that wasn't the main thing, though. We move on to the end of the chapter, and then
I kind of forget what it looks like, because that was the thing that really creeped me out. I did not like the ducks, mind you. And I made it very clear to Owl at the time. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like these. These are unsettling. No, thank you. I don't like body horror.
Mm-hmm.
And Owl is like, but that's the point of horror stuff. That's the point, is to be unsettled and creeped out. And I'm like, yeah, why do you think I don't watch horror stuff? And then we get to the boss, and I kind of fucking forget what the boss looks like, and I don't want to bother looking it up, because I remember it being so fucked up. There's just an amalgamation of ducks and limbs. That's what I remember. It was full-on, like, body horror, and I was like, no. And I was like, oh, come on, like, that's the point of horror. That's the point of horror. I'm like, why do you think I don't watch horror? What?
Impressively enough, the thing I thought was going to scare you more, which were the clowns, you got through that just fine.
I don't find clowns scary, because they're just humans in weird makeup. If I had a gun, they're no longer a problem.
I thought back then you talked about how you hated clown designs and such.
I hate clown designs because I don't like the aesthetic of it. I don't enjoy most clown designs because they're overstimulating to me.
Yeah, and then when she discovered through me that chapter 4 was gonna have like references to Chuck E. Cheese and such,
I said no.
She refused. Which honestly, yeah. No. Especially now that I know like what's in that chapter, like there is something that is like robot body horror, where it's like there's no like human flesh or any of that amalgamation involved, but it's like robot body horror, essentially. Yeah, no, I imagine that would not be good for her.
But not okay, right. But whatever. I'm like sitting down, I'm watching this, and I'm like, I don't like the ducks. I did not like that. That was really like fucked up. No, thank you, never again. As we're like going through this fucking clown part, and I was like, what do you mean the clowns aren't scaring you? No, the clowns aren't scaring me, motherfucker. What do you want from me? Like, what was your goal here? Was your goal here inherently to try and get me to scream and be like super terrified and shit? And I will literally full on admit, yes, it was. Mind you, okay, I want you guys to, in full context, this literally happened the day before we started dating. Literally. We agreed to start dating the first day of senior year. So Owl was doing this to basically their pre-girlfriend. Okay. I'm like, I don't know, what do you want? Right, blah, blah, and then I'm like, I'm going to bed. Good night. Like, I'm, like, frustrated and kind of mad, right? Because I'm like, I did not want to do this. I'm now scared. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And I try to go to bed and I can't sleep because I suffer from paranoia. That's why I don't play horror games on this channel, even if they are popular right now. Like, that's why I'm not going to play Lethal Company and shit, right? Like,
Giant spiders.
I mean, the spiders aren't even, like, the scary bit. I don't like the fucking Spring Man.
Oh, yeah, well, he's a weeping angel, though. He's a weeping angel.
Yeah, but it's, like, body horror weeping angel. Like...
You can, you put a mirror in front of him. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but the body horror is what scares me, not, like, necessarily the weeping angel part.
Do you not like, SCP... blah, 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 one something or other? The weeping angel SCP, essentially.
I don't know that one, so...
Hold on, I can
almost like I'm very particular about what SCP content I consume, because again, I suffer from paranoia.
No, not that one.
I know there's like an SCP where, like, if you look at him, he's forever chasing you. Like, that one's weird. I don't like that one. But, like,
yeah.
Okay. So I'm not able to sleep that night, right? Because I suffer from paranoia. Again, this is why I don't consume horror content. This is why I don't like horror content.
This boy.
And so then, like, the next day at school, I'll look at that after I'm done telling the story, else I'm gonna get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the next day at school, right, I walk up to Owl and I look so tired. I look like death. And Owl's like, what the fuck happened to you? Like, you okay? And I just fucking kept me up all night. What do you mean I did? I went to bed at such and such time. Your dumb, stupid horror game kept me up all night. Wait, it wasn't even that bad. You didn't even scream. I don't need to scream for something to trigger my paranoia. And Owl is just, like, does not know how to react. Does not know how to react to this information. It's just kind of like, sorry, God, I didn't know to do that. I'm like, yeah, almost like there's a reason why I don't consume horror content. And yeah, that happened literally the day before and the day of when we got together. Oh, the peanut. If you just said peanut, I would have remembered. He's always just, maybe it's just the way he looks. It's just, oh my God, like, just a couple months ago, after, like, there was the whole, like, oh my God, the government confirmed aliens are real. And then, like, a week after that, it was like, oh my God, some, like, quote unquote scientist, revealed alien corpses to, like, the government of Mexico. Do you remember that?
I may have heard that once.
Okay. Well, that happened earlier this year. It was all over the internet for, like, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like...
No. Specify the internet and YouTubers you watch. Because you watch news... Because you watch news tubers and, like, people who cover modern events and modern news.
Yes! I keep up with the news! Like a reasonable... No, okay, no, I'm not... This isn't even VTuber. Like, this is actual, real, normal people news. I keep up with the news.
That's what I'm talking. I say news tuber because, like, as a reference, as a play on YouTuber.
Okay.
Like
typically
that.
when I hear people will use that to refer to, like, VTuber news, like Underhill and False Eye and stuff.
Yes. Anyways, continue.
Right, but, like, it looks like one of those quote-unquote alien corpses. Like, it just... I look at it, and my brain's like, this is something I would find at a roadside attraction. He's just a fucked up thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And also, I just always thought his whole gimmick was funny, because he just snaps people's necks. Like...
Yeah.
Something about that is so absurd to me.
Apparently, he's so scary that even, like, 672, the one that can't fucking die. At least I think that's 672. Hold on, numbers are hard. Let me just.
I normally
Let me fact check before I get bullied. No, that's not 672. That's a rock thing.
A rock
It,
thing. How many?
it says a
How?
rock coral is what the damn thing is saying it is. 682. Yeah, it's 682 is the one. Yeah, apparently it's so terrifying to people in this universe that even 682, who is literally the reptile that cannot die, uh, yeah, that thing was scared shitless and was just constantly like
What?
cowering and staring at the thing until, like, even when and then the Foundation like shot out its eyes so that way they could see if 7172 kills the guy. It didn't. It did snap its neck in snap like its body in several places, and the thing, and like then the guy mutated like multiple eyes that were bulletproof to like just keep staring at the thing. And was just terrified the entire time.
That's like kind of ridiculous, and I kind of want to laugh about it, you know?
Fair enough.
Like, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm sure having your body forcefully contorted into a pretzel is not pleasant. Right? I'm sure it's not, but like, to be cowering in the corner when you're immortal is like kind of ridiculous. Also, how many SCPs are just rocks? Because I can think of like 5 off the top of my head.
Well, there's this one. Yeah, there's 672 rock coral. It is a Euclid SCP. If you want, I can read out its description for you. It's, from what I see, it isn't that bad.
Okay.
SCP-672 is a species of coral that grows in desert environments. The rich green color of SCP-672, making it appear as a plant at first glance, comes from a previously undiscovered but unremarkable species of Zooxanthellae. Zooxanthellae.
Okay.
The colony is extremely efficient with resources. Dead individuals are broken down and any useful components redistributed, leaving behind limestone that can only be distinguished from deposits formed by normal coal by the presence of redacted. When not alive, SCP-672 polyps completely seal themselves within their shell and become nearly impossible to distinguish from surrounding rock formations. It is recommended that MTFs carry a copy of document 672-12 as an identification aid when performing fieldwork related to SCP-672. Outside of expansion events, SCP-672 will periodically become active for brief times to either consume prey or to allow its Zooxanthellae to undergo photosynthesis. SCP-672 was initially discovered by a Redacted in Redacted. A sleeper agent planted in the team alerted the Foundation to a possible SCP species and attempted to direct attention away from SCP-672 as per standard procedure, but was detained by his fellow researchers due to suspicious behavior.
So it's just a fucked up desert plant. It's just an extra weird desert plant.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, there are a bunch of plants in the desert that does that shit. I am a desert rat. Like, that sounds normal to me.
Yeah, here's like what it's supposed to look like in like large clumps, apparently. And here's like the image they used for, just it normally.
So so they just took pictures of like moss that already grows well in the desert and like
main SCP out of it. That's part of the SCP Foundation. Take whatever weird, wacky thing you can see out in the world and see what you can come up with.
I find it so funny because like I'll see things where like it's like the desert is unsettling and weird, and there's these weird things that happen out in the desert, and it's like, no, nothing happens out here. For example, like I'll hear like old folk tales, a lot of like screaming in the middle of the night, and it's like, those are just coyotes. That was just a coyote you heard. Like,
yeah.
Or like, the only piece of like folklore that truly unsettled me, right, about the desert and stuff, and I still refuse to say the name of the thing, I'm gonna say like an alternate version of it, so you hopefully understand what I'm talking about without me saying flesh mover, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it begins with an S instead. You know, I think that
Yeah.
gets the point across.
Yeah.
No, don't like because that's basically kind of like a Native American fae. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nah, I don't fuck with the fae. I don't fuck with that shit. Just like the
Yeah.
nope horse.
Just to inform you, by the way, just like SCP and stuff. They're up to SCP 7,999.
Jesus fucking Christ on a pogo stick.
Yeah. Well, actually, looking at that, 7,974 is named TTRPG Ghost, and SCP-7992 is a gorilla.
Is a gorilla? It's just a gorilla?
That's what it says. SCP-7992 is a gorilla. We got some access denied stuff here.
Okay, yeah.
Which I'm yeah, this pay. Yeah, which are essentially just, I assume, things that have been deleted. You know, SCPs that have been deleted from the site.
I love the Patchwork Bear.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I love the Patchwork Bear. That is the best SCP ever.
I'm sure a lot of people do.
It's a baby. It's a little baby.
And it's an actually useful, kind SCP.
Yeah. The SCP has some weird fucking lore. There was like a dude that got really popular on TikTok because he really explained like the lore and like broke down all these individual SCPs, and he did a series of like, what if X character or thing or whatever was an SCP, right? Like how would you explain it or describe it or contain it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it was called, but like I'm sure if you just look up SCP TikTok guy, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You getting sleepy?
I'm getting yawny. Like, I'm not really sleepy. I'm just yawning a lot.
Nah. Good. How dare you get sleepy in my stream? Not allowed.
You know, I guess if we're talking about like horror stuff, I want to share. I'll share like what my own personal horror experiences. The main things that like really get to me, there are two games I can think of that like get to me, which are the Welcome to the games, like, you know, specifically the first one. The first one really gets to me, and Simulacrum. Those two like really get to me personally.
I mean, again, a paranoid bitch, right? So I avoid, and I mean avoid, fucking, horror at like all costs, right?
Yeah.
And but I mean, like, common things that really like freak me out are body horror. I can't handle body horror. I have a very, very, very sensitive version of Uncanny Valley. Like, very sensitive. Almost to an unreasonable extent. I've tried making slightly more detailed rendered versions of my model, and that has given me Uncanny Valley, because I designed my model to kind of look like me in real life. Very sensitive. And so anything that like fucks with my Uncanny Valley, I hate. I also really dislike robots in AI for the most part. I can watch Murder Drones. Anything else though is no. I don't know why Murder Drones is special in that regard, but it is. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I think A, it's partially because it's action. B, it's like cartoony.
Yeah.
Very cartoony. Like, I don't know. Have you watched like the Terminator movies?
I can handle Terminator for the most part.
Even like the scene where like it's like the I think it's T1. No, it's the one that
Like the
it's
robot joints?
yeah, the one where it's like, it's like the main character Terminator like ripping off his arm, the one and that Arnold plays. Like when he's like pulling off his arm to show the guy like, "Hey, I'm a Terminator" in the second film.
Oh, that. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm good at spotting practical effects, but like.
I guess.
And also I look. My dad made me grow up on British humor. Do you know how often British humor relies on suddenly they have a mannequin arm instead of a real arm so they can pop it out of the sleeve or whatever? Like.
I see. I see.
Like, I mean, yeah, Terminator really bothered me too much. I don't like Terminator. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it, but like, it won't give me paranoia. I really can't consume most Stephen King, stuff. Carrie, I'm like, I can handle Carrie a bit more. Granted, that's mostly because I just feel rage when I read Carrie, because it, like, very much so perfectly reflects so much wrong with society and how we are still somehow that misogynistic. So, that's one thing that's a really common theme of my anger trumps anxiety. Always. You wanna know how I get over my driving anxiety? I just give into my road rage. Yep. Owl has been on like phone calls with me as I'm in the car, and I just suddenly start cursing everyone out, and I was like, I mean, I guess if it lets you drive. Like, don't get away with that FNAF shit. I don't want any of that stuff.
Yep.
Body horror,
home invasion, and
home invasion was unsettling.
Home invasion and hacking, technology, and the whole using your computer to see into see through your camera,
that's
your data, all that.
That's like the most grounded fear I have, and I think it's just gotten worse since I've become a content creator. Like, I really try to go out of my way to not have people make sure people don't dox me and shit. Like, if you notice, whenever I talk about the fact I'm a desert rat, I no longer live in the Southwest. Right? Like, I don't. And I don't talk about which part of the United States I currently live in. Because, yeah. Or I remember, one time in a very old stream, I don't think there's a VOD up on it on my YouTube channel even that old. I accidentally said my extended family, one of my extended family members' last names, right? And I when I was just going through a rant, and I literally I almost went into a full-blown fucking panic attack on stream. Yeah, I think maybe it just comes from the fact I don't know technology that well. Because, I noticed, you're not that scared of it. You're scared of, home invasion stuff. Someone breaking into your house. Or, planting bugs or whatever. But, you don't really seem scared of, someone hacking into your computer.
Well, kind of. Again, it's, the idea of, using, hacking into your computer specifically for the access of, tracking you, finding where you are, and all that. That's what scares me.
What was that one game that you tried showing me? Because you're like, this one doesn't have any monsters in it, so you won't trigger your paranoia. But it was something 4.
I'm on observation duty for.
Yeah.
I was about to say like slay the princess.
No, Slay the Princess. I actually kind of Slay the Princess chose the line. But observation duty, that really unsettled me, and I think it's just because I have a very overactive mind because of my ADHD. So my brain naturally, like, will mess with shit in my peripheral because it's just looking for stimulation, right? So, like, randomly things will come in and out of my peripheral, right? I feel like I see things moving in my peripheral, like, all the time. And I'm like, I'm used to it. So, like, I pay it no mind most of the time. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm not very observant, is because I've learned too well how to tune out all the noise in my peripheral. Because it fucks with shit in my peripheral. And so observation duty really fucked with me because it was like doing things that my brain naturally does. Right? And it kind of planted in my head, like, maybe that stuff is happening physically. Don't like that thought, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real fucked up thing about ADHD no one like talks about. Your brain will literally purposely play tricks on you because it's bored. And I hate it. I think that's part of the reason why I'm so paranoid, is because my brain is playing tricks on me constantly. My subconscious is, like, and my conscious isn't aware of it. It just has to live with it. Yeah, so I don't play horror games for a good fucking reason. I can barely do Phasmo. You know?
Anyways, we have reached our 2-hour.
Oh, we have.
Part, so. This has just been the classic two of us talking, really.
I mean, yeah. I don't know I didn't know what else we were gonna do tonight, cause, like, yeah.
I don't know, Minecraft or something. I don't know.
I could have done Minecraft. Fuck.
I
didn't think of that.
Too. Also, actually, you want to know something funny?
What?
About Minecraft? So about my Minecraft specifically. So I'm trying to like get Minecraft to work because, you know, our friends love playing modded Minecraft.
I do too.
You know, they absolutely adore it.
I do too.
So I'm trying to get it working and such. You want to know what I end up doing on accident as I'm like going through the files to see it? I end up just deleting all of my Minecraft saved information, including servers and such. So I just suddenly don't have like any of the servers I'm a part of.
Oh my god.
Which is hilarious.
Oh my god.
It's funny in hindsight, but back then I was like, oh no. So yeah.
Oh my god, I would have cried.
Don't worry, I can take care of myself.
You sound so pathetic when, oh boy, I'll take care of myself.
Yeah.
You good there?
I'm good.
You sure?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Yeah, we could play Minecraft. Or like, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get House Flipper. Oh, House Flipper too, because it looks fun and I could play that on stream.
Good.
Oh no. I mean, it's new. Oh, fuck. I'll think about that later. I guess it's ending time, baby.
It's ending time.
It's ending time! Let's see, who's live? Who's live that we can raid? Papa Mutt is live. He's doing a special Christmas event. Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. Da 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 da. Yeah. So that's everything I have for you for today. Everything went to shit, Kipo.
Yeah.
Anything you had to say, Owl?
I don't know, maybe keep an eye out. You know, sport or small VTubers and streamers in general.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna deafen now real quick. So that's everything I have for you for today. Thank you all so much for showing up. It truly does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you when you are watching this. I probably won't be live tomorrow, just because a lot of, like, with all the whole art stream and shit, right? But next week I will be live, and it will be the last week I am live for the year. How exciting. And then I'm taking my break before my 2-year anniversary. It'll be so much fun. I have lots planned. But yeah, everyone behave while you're over there, and goodbye!